Outdoors here at the Liebherr exhibit at ConExpo ConAg 2011, and I'm pleased to get reacquainted here with my friend Jeff Powell. And we've talked before about the Likufix and what's new. What are you offering now?
Well, the Likufix is the same as it was about a year or so ago when we talked about this, but the interest in it is growing greatly.
I imagine it has. I mean, it's unique to the industry. It certainly is.
It is. There's only one other competitor out there that's doing something similar, but they're not doing it as dedicated as we are with a fully tested and outfitted solution that we have.
Well, I understand you can do both hydraulic and non-hydraulic applications on an array of machines now.
Exactly. As you see behind me here, the 924 compact, the A924 wheeled excavator, and also our brand new 916 excavator has Likufix 48 outfitted on it.
And once that's on there, then give me an idea of the array of attachments you can lay on that.
Well, just a short array right behind us. I have a Liebherr built tilt rotating bucket attachment. I have a plate compactor from a third-party supplier, a hammer, a Liebherr ditching bucket, and also just a standard backhoe bucket. But there's many more. You can do a ripper hook. You can do all different types of attachments that we can connect to. Yep.
That's a great lineup. Now, what's nice is for productivity out in the workplace, wherever that job site might be, is the guys don't have to get up and down, in and out of the cab, running around the area, and they can just hook and fix on X piece of attachment for whatever they're running.
You're exactly right. The operator in the cab can stay right in where it's nice and cool, nice and warm, depending on the weather conditions.
Right.
He never has to leave the cab. He can connect mechanically to the coupler, and also at the same time for a hydraulic tool, the hydraulic connections will be made automatically as well. So you've got the safety of not needing a second person standing outside hooking hoses up. Contamination risk is minimal, and actually oil spillage onto the ground is virtually zero.
Well, I would think just from watching this stuff in action here at the show that this rotating bucket has got to be just one great feature for you as a company, because, you know, a lot of places you get into a situation where a guy wants to forward dig as opposed to rearward dig, and this will do it all.
Exactly. This bucket will rotate 360 degrees to allow you to forward dig.
Right.
You can actually rotate the bucket 50 degrees, both directions.
Yeah.
So where we've found it working beneficial is manholes in municipalities. They can dig completely around the manhole without having to reposition the machines.
Really?
Yep.
That's a great feature. And productivity-wise and safety on the job site, everything else, it all kind of comes together and fits, and part of Liebherr technology.
Exactly. It goes along with the Liebherr philosophy of efficiency and productivity. Now an operator can couple and uncouple between attachments to a true attachment that he needs. Instead of trying to use a bucket to break up concrete, he can drop it off, hook up a hammer, break it up for a few minutes, turn right around and hook the bucket back up in virtually 15 seconds or less.
One of the things that I think is interesting is this is a modular system, I guess you describe it, and that's, again, taking more complexities and making it easier.
Right. What we mean by modular is if an end user or a customer doesn't quite have all the money up front, he can actually put just a mechanical version of this coupler on his machine.
Okay.
And then if he starts getting more productivity, more efficient with his jobs, he makes a little more money, he can upgrade it to a hydraulic. And then if he continues that efficiency, he can actually add the Likufix portion onto it at a later date. And it's easy enough to add all the Likufix components even onto all his existing attachments.
Without having to go back to square one.
Right.
Just, it's really interesting to see this equipment, and I'm sure the guys in the industry, if you haven't seen it operate, certainly stop by one of the Liebherr dealers in your area and have them to give you a test drive, so to speak, because this is really pretty unique.